Ah, well. That's going to be a marker. All right, one moment. One moment. Let's, We're already in the movie. Yes, check out the trailer. Boss fight, weapon, game mode. It's epic. You streaming as usual. Developer streaming in the afternoon. Yeah, yeah. Remember, because being made and will be including free advertising updates. Okay, I thought there would be an update blog post I could start showing. I guess not. Never mind. I was gonna read through a changelog live, but I guess I'm not sure where to look for those. Maybe I'll find it out after the stream. I can do that next stream. Yeah, there's definitely going to be more Ember Knights on the channel going forward, especially because the first Ember Knights video did a lot better than I thought it would. It's currently, I think, my most viewed video on the channel in the past couple months. I'm happy about that because I'm happy to play more Ember Knights. I love this game. It has to be one of my favorite games at the moment. Ooh. That does look interesting. Maybe I'll go back to my main save file after I get back to the point, just so I can, back to the point where I was, having beaten the 4th world boss. Just to, no, after I've gotten at least 2 the 5th world. Just so I can have the cat ears, honestly. Just so I can be back with that. Just so I can show that I have been playing this game for some time now, and I have gotten some progress done in it. Yeah, I can see this being a long-running thing on the channel. I can also see that about Isaac, but honestly a little bit more about this game. I feel like this is a game that's a bit easier to just hop in and play for a long time, whereas with Isaac, I tend to get burnt out on play sessions after an hour or 2. So I might start streaming multiple games in one stream. I'm not sure. That's a possibility going forward. I think I have this guy stuck in a corner, but I don't have the damage to really kill him, so we're not going to get all the coins we could have gotten. Not that that's a massive problem, but it would have been nice if we could have. Alright. Definitely got to go Cloak and Dagger. Frostwall's really good, or just don't see us needing it. Actually, you know what? I don't use Cloak and Dagger often. I should have gone for it just to get more accustomed, like I was talking about earlier. That was a dumb decision on my part. I kind of went back on what I was saying, but you know, I do lie to you guys. You know, that's been discussed. If you dodge an attack, you shoot a Seeker that freezes. I'll take that. Generally, I think freeze is one of the best builds this game has to offer, especially when you're running with Cloak and Dagger. Or the Scythe in general. It gives you a lot more versatility, which is saying a lot, and one of the most versatile weapons in the game. Alright. And we're going for the permanent progress, of course. Yeah, as I was saying, I could see this being a recurrent thing on the channel as long as this game keeps getting updates, honestly. I would love for this to go on as long as Isaac has. And by the way, Isaac update coming out next month. I think it's the online update. Totally going to be playing that with some buddies. Already have some potential plans lined up for that. That may or may not relate to the, unnamed as of moment content creator who I said I might be collaborating with. Again, don't want to get too deep into specifics on that. At least not until our plans are a little more finalized to a point where we're comfortable discussing that publicly. But there's some potentially exciting things coming to the channel in the coming month. You know, potentially. But I don't want to make any big promises yet. There's a vampire one. All right, I was wondering if he was going to show up. Ow. Come on. I just dropped the health up. That's why I kind of wish if your health was at a certain point, then health ups would just automatically be picked up. But I can see why it's not like that. Though I make the game a little bit too forgiving for a game that's already, I would say, fairly forgiving. If I wasn't absolute garbage at this, even without a mouse and keyboard, which I'm not used to playing it on, I totally wouldn't need these as much as I do now. You know, copium. That might be the first time, but ironically say copium. Maybe I'm on Twitch too much recently. But we keep tracking. You know, we don't die. Starting now, of course. We don't die as of right now. All the other ones up before this do not count. Starting now, we don't die. What can I upgrade? Potentially you. There we go. Now that's maxed out. No, I probably should have gone for the bonus damage to your buffs 95 HP, but you know, live and learn. I'm probably gonna go for all the upgrades eventually anyways. So it's not like it really matters. As you can see, I'm a little bit more accustomed to speaking directly into the mic now. I'm getting more used to that. Hopefully that shows in the stream. Yeah, we're gonna keep going Skogworth. Might dive back into the alt path if things are going real well. But for now, we're just gonna try and make some more progress. Because I feel like the game kind of assumes progress has already been made before we go into the alt path. Kind of like, you know, Isaac does. That's why Isaac requires you to beat Hush. And maybe this should require you to be practiced at least once before you go dive in there. No, perhaps that should be a thing. But for now, it isn't, so... You know, we keep going. We keep tracking. Yeah, also, I've been considering playing some Risk of Rain on the channel. I'm not certain about that yet, but definitely on the cards. There's a lot of games I'm considering playing. I actually have a special one lined up for Halloween that I doubt anyone's expecting. Mostly because it's a random game that I've never heard of, and I doubt many people have heard of. But... yeah, it's not a horror game. I'm not a big horror games guy myself. I'll take lightning, sure. But it's an interesting looking one. It caught my eye, partly because it was really cheap. You know, it was on sale. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting it to not be that great, but it should at least be a fun stream. Hopefully it'll have controller support. Oh, I'll give the hint that it is a platformer, a 3D platformer at that. Which will be fun. We haven't had one of those on the channel before. I did set this stream's tags to be Ember Knights related. Didn't I? I think it might still be set up for Gunfire, actually. Stream information. I could have to do some stream maintenance. Hang on. English, roguelite, FPS. Yeah, definitely not going to tag that. Not co-op. No guns. RPG. This game has RPG elements. Already have the RPG tagged. Top down. The new DLC and update. All right, and back into the stream. I'm definitely getting better at doing that quickly, but I'm not getting better at doing that before the stream starts. That's something I gotta work on. You may notice I completely redid my thumbnails too, especially by the time the next gunfire video comes out. But you probably saw that with the balloons thumbnails. That was part of some advice I was given by Not Your Friend. Again, if you haven't checked him out, you absolutely should. His YouTube channel is amazing. He showed me a font library I could use to find a more readable font. He told me to download GIMP, which I've had a lot of fun using GIMP so far, honestly. I used to use PixArt, but I was already kind of tired of that even after a decade of being used to it, so I'm glad I'm using an actual competent editing program for my backgrounds now. I mean, for my thumbnails now. Definitely going to be a mainstay going forward. Give me a lot of good advice. A lot of the advice that's gone so far toward improving the quality of my streams. Giving me some good feedback in general. The YouTubers Discord has been extremely helpful. That's where he and I first met. And yeah, he's been a very helpful associate to have. He's a very nice guy, I gotta say. One of the most genuine guys I feel I've met in content creation thus far. No, Not Your Friend on YouTube. I might drop a link to him in the description when this hits YouTube. That is quite possible. Especially because I've already gotten 2 videos with content out of this stream. So yeah, it's part of the good. It's part of the good news when it comes to breaking up your videos and your VODs into smaller chunks and you upload them. You get way more YouTube videos to put out. And the YouTube algorithm definitely likes you putting out more videos. I gotta tell you that. I'm low. I took a lot of real dumb damage. All right, but we still beat the boss. At the end of the day, that is what matters. Oh, please. Yeah, what's going on over here? We have every crit, refresh your skills, and the number of hits the refresh your skills produced. Absolutely. Yeah, I've received a lot of good advice from other members of the Discord too. If you aren't aware of the YouTubers Discord, I might also drop a link to the YouTubers subreddit and Discord in the description, just so people can find it. It's a very valuable resource. There's some good people there who are willing to give you some good feedback. A lot of them, well, I would say, all of them pretty much, content creators themselves, varying sizes. You got some micro ones like me who don't even have 100 subscribers or 50 followers. Then you have some who are up there in the thousands, you know. It's a real good place, real chill vibes. And these communities only benefit from growing in numbers. So, yeah, if you're new to content creation yourself or you want to get into it, do yourself a favor and join. Let me tell you, it'll be a better place with you, no matter who you are. And I'm gonna go ballista. That's proven very useful. You might even see me chatting there. You might even get advice from me there. There's definitely some topics I can give some advice on. Or you might even get an opportunity to give me advice, because again, I go seeking feedback there sometimes. I wouldn't be here today if I was doing all this purely off my own knowledge. Yeah, content creation is a community of peers helping each other to grow and get better. That's part of why I enjoy doing it so much. Like the communal aspects of it and the way everyone kind of works together is part of what makes it so enjoyable. No. Yeah, it's like poison. Yeah. Alright, we're back here again. Hopefully I can now be consistent with this boss. And we won't just resume racking up deaths. Sure, we have more health. I think I'm still pretty low. but that's okay because we don't die. You know, again, if you saw any deaths during this stream, you're wrong and you owe me an apology. Because we don't die. That is simply facts. Whether or not you want to acknowledge them, that we don't die. Ignore any prior suggestions to the otherwise. Alright, I'm getting them reasonably low, and I haven't taken much damage yet. Oh. Oh. That was a close one. Alright, deal that poison. Ow. Alright. Does the fire really have to be here while he's stunned? That was a little bogus. That was a little bit bogus. Come on, game. You know that was bogus. Alright, it's alright. We move on. We keep tracking. Let's see what's in the... Ow. It was just barely too late. Alright, doesn't matter too much. We keep going. We keep going. Not the end of the world. It is a roguelite. Yeah. Gotta keep these things in mind. It is just pixels. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if I get care packages. We are dealing in pixels. Like I said, animation plays every time. Alright. That's good enough. I swear I used to not do that. I swear I used to only play the first time. Relatively easy first room for this floor. Hopefully the rest of this map carries energy. So now that I've acknowledged it, I probably have guaranteed it won't. Just take more lightning, of course. Gem of power. You know, no debate there. You're real low. The hell is that? Don't know what that did. That's a little unusual. Alright, so that's how I make those damage up apples. That's good to know. That's good knowledge. Because I've been getting them, but I wasn't entirely sure what was spawning them. I know the hammer can create applesauce, which is apparently pretty useful. But I'm not a huge fan of the hammer, so... I don't know, unless they've updated it. They might have updated it. Maybe I should try it. I know they updated a lot of things. That much I'm already familiar with. We're gonna place that with Cloak and Dagger. Ballista is becoming slowly less and less useful as this run goes on, so we're gonna be Cloak and Daggering it up. Any opportunities to heal would be pretty nice. I wonder if the gold enemies have their own like independent chance to spawn, or if it's something like the other knights have a chance to turn into golden enemies. That'd be interesting to learn. Like, are they treated as their own individual instances of enemies, or are they treated as an upgrade to existing enemies? Not that that matters for the moment-to-moment gameplay, but that's kind of like game dev knowledge that I've always found interesting. Here, we're getting pretty far and pretty low health. I'm surprised we haven't died yet. So now that I've acknowledged it, I imagine that'll be changing quite soon. Alright, back to the Phalanx brothers. Unless it's just a single Phalanx. Nope. No, I cursed myself. I shouldn't have said it out loud. No. Oh, come on. I was trying to heal. Alright. Alright. After the next run, I'll probably go ahead and drop a marker. Just coming up on that time. Let's see what's going on here. Anything I can upgrade? I might as well buy some of these. I'm gonna use them, but just for future unlocking purposes. I'm gonna crack some relics with you. Yeah, as much as I would love to milk the hell out of this game and upload each individual run, they don't usually go on long enough for me to justify doing that. So I'm mostly chopping it up into bits of 30 minutes. And that's still gonna give me a fair amount of uploads. Like, I don't need to, you know, completely micromanage the hell out of this. Yeah, I don't need to slice this up into minuscule pieces or anything. Diving back into Skog. Might use the bathroom after this, to be entirely honest. I do kind of gotta go. Maybe that's a little bit TMI. Alright, back into Skog. Now I'll take a couple of free coins. Why not? For our last run of what will be this YouTube upload. Maybe it'll be a real good one and I'll end up having to cut this into its own individual one. Maybe it'll be a really bad one and this will still end up being a shorter episode by a couple of minutes. Ballista. I'll take it. Not a bad first. Not a bad first ability. Uh-oh. That was a good example. That was also a good example of stupid damage. I took a whole bunch of stupid damage in this room. All right. Speaking of damage, let's grab Juicy Opal now. We don't have any sources of healing, so it's not going to do us tons of good. But ow. Okay, this has been a horrible run. But we're just going to grab that preemptive because it seems we're going to need it. Hello. Will this be the end of the game? No, it will not. All right, we're moving on. We keep trucking. All right, this run is in dire straits. Not gonna lie. This run has gone bad fast. Maybe I'm not using the range stacks often as I should be. Maybe that's a mistake I keep making here. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, there we go. There we go. I think that's what it is. I think it'd be popping these range stacks more often. All right. And again, like always, I do need to be a little bit more liberal with my skills. I think I'm a little bit too reserved. That's another part of my problem. I'm not using all the resources available to me as amply as I could be. All right. Maybe I can turn this around. Let's see. Let's see if this video ends up running a bit longer. That was a bit too close. Uh-oh. Please, please, please don't die for the boss room. Please don't die in the room right. Okay. Okay. I'm a little stressed. This is cutting a little bit close to the wire. I'm getting a little worried. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, Juicy Opal's already starting a little bit to pay off. Ow. Okay, that as I take damage again. Alright, alright. Oh. This fight might be the death of me, I'm not sure. We'll see what's up. Stop moving on the creep. Oh, okay. Okay, we're skating by on some real thin ice. Oh, please. There we go. I'll buy another Juicy Opal. I don't have enough for you, but maybe I will after this. Yes, I will. All right. I'll take the recovery relic. Oh, there's a lot of you guys going on over here. right, let's see. All right, I think this run can be salvaged. I think we're in the processes of salvaging this run. I think we really do have a good chance of turning this around. Last bomb, I'll take it. Maybe we can even do the waterfall. Who knows? The game certainly doesn't want me to. Nah, we don't need the health room. We're turning this around. We don't die. You know, again, disregard anything that might lead you to believe anything other than the fact that I don't die, because I don't die. You cannot prove otherwise. It's impossible. It's undoable. It's unthinkable. Ow. Alright. I'm not going to take another Juicy Opal, but I will take armor. Armor's going to be a massive boon. Yeah, we got to take some agility. Oh. Yeah, I feel like this run might end up eventually need to be split off into its own. Is the boss? Yeah, there we go. We're at boss now. I'm actually going to take all the health available to me this time. I'm not going to keep being stupid. And I see no reason we shouldn't beat this boss. This episode might go a little bit over time. Ow. Okay, that was some dumb damage. Yeah, that was some good dodging. Alright, alright. Oh. Just running into the boss doesn't hurt us. That's good knowledge to have. That's good to ow. Alright. Turn this around. Ow. Did I even get hit? Why did I say ow? I don't think I got hit. There we go. I think we are turning this around. This run might go really well. Thought this episode might run a little bit under 30 minutes, but it looks like it's running over. All right. That's always good. I'll never turn down more content. We take power. Always go for more strength. Never not a reason to in this game. We made it out of that fight with plenty of time to spare. It works real differently. Yeah. We know this. We know these facts. These aren't the most useful loading screen tips in the world, I gotta say. Oh, this is low running today. What time is it? Alright, so we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. I know I said I might go for 3 hours, but I'm starting to rethink that as I do start to get a little sleepy. I woke up really early today due to some bullshit going on, and that is starting to catch up with me, and I do work tonight. I believe I've mentioned. But it will still at least try and squeeze out a few full-length uploads. That's just a precision gem, so we're gonna go wisdom. Alright, we're throwing a blast bomb at that guy. Ow. That hurt? That didn't hurt. Drop a ballista. And okay. That's definitionally speaking a marker. That's a Twitch. Twitch, stop being dumb. Twitch. Twitch is being a little bit annoying. I don't want to open a stream. I don't want to